The beginning of part 2 on what happens if you bless God's people.
Now there was a
Hold on.
chapter 2. Now there was a wealthy and influential man in Bethlehem named Boaz, who was a relative of Naomi's husband Elimelech. One day Ruth said to Naomi,
"Let me go out into the fields to gather leftover grain behind anyone who will let me do it."
and Naomi said,
"All right, my daughter, go ahead."
So Ruth went out to gather grain behind the harvesters. And as it happened, she found herself working in a field that belonged to Boaz, the relative of her father-in-law Elimelech. While she was there, Boaz arrived from Bethlehem and greeted the harvesters.
"The Lord be with you,"
He said.
"The Lord bless you."
The harvesters replied. Then Boaz asked his foreman,
"Who is that girl over there?"
and the foreman replied,
She is the young woman from Moab who came back with Naomi. She asked me this morning if she could gather grain behind the harvesters. She has been hard at work ever since, except for a few minutes' rest over there in the shelter.
Boaz went over and said to Ruth,
"Listen, my daughter. Stay right here with us when you gather grain. Don't go to any other fields. Stay right behind the women working in my field. See which part of the field they're harvesting, and then follow them. I have warned the young men not to bother you. And when you are thirsty, help yourself to the water they have drawn from the well."
Ruth fell at his feet and thanked him warmly.
"Why are you being so kind to me?
She asked.
I am only a foreigner."
"Yes, I know.
Boaz replied.
But I also know about the love and kindness you have shown your mother-in-law since the death of your husband. I have heard how you left your father and mother and your own land to live here among complete strangers. May the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge, reward you fully."
"I hope I continue to please you, sir."
She replied.
This is the end of part 2.